The following comes from the very first episode of Straight Up that was produced by students at Bossier Parish Community College nearly 10 years ago. We should warn you, the production, format, and guests are going to be a little different from what you are currently used to. We want to thank our former colleagues and teachers at BIPSI for helping us start what you now know as a weekly podcast. With that being said, let us take you back in time.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Straight Up, a brand new show here on the Bossier Parish Community College, a show where we have students give a chance to be straight up on a number of topics. I'm your host, Calvin Hamilton, and on today's show, we're talking about dating. Here to give us their advice about dating is our four student panelists. Let's start with Devin. Tell us your name and what you're studying.
What's up? I'm Devin, and I major in media broadcasting and journalism.
I'm Shelby, and I major in broadcasting.
I'm Kristina, and I'm majoring in broadcasting.
I'm Finch, and I too am majoring in broadcasting.
All right, guys, nice to have you. Welcome to Straight Up. All right, this is how the show goes. We'll play a video of a BIPSI student asking the question on today's subject, and our panelists have to answer it. They have 3 minutes to answer the question and give us their feedback. After that, the question will play and so forth. There's only one rule on this show, is that all your answers have to be straight up. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll with the first question.
Hi, my name is Matthew Craig. My major is communication media, and I wanted to ask, what would be a good place to take someone on the first date?
Okay, Shelby, did you hear the question? All right.
First place to take a girl on a date.
Yeah, first date.
First date. I still like the classic dinner and a movie.
I agree with you right there. I mean, I do like dinner, but I mean, sometimes they're like, like the fair's here this week. The fair would be kind of fun to go to.
Okay.
I see somebody's changing up their stance from the pre-show meeting. First, you're like dinner or movie, but no, being creative is what it's about. Bowling, putt, glow putts. Do something fun. See if you're compatible before you sit yourself in a one-on-one situation with somebody you don't know much about.
You're right.
So it's best to be creative at the first date.
Yeah.
So don't go all out, but be creative, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It depends on how creative you want to be.
So how creative do you get?
I don't know.
Depends.
Always
right?
have your girl ready to call you if you need to bail out really fast, though.
Exactly, yeah. Have the person on standby.
Yeah.
All right.
20 minutes.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Yeah, you always have somebody.
Call me,
you have
say your
your
dog
escape.
died, and I have to come help you.
Is that what always happens to us?
Right.
That's exactly what
Exactly. I'm sorry, my mom's in the hospital. LOL, JK, my friend's outside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
That's girls these days. But, we take care of that. But I understand what you're saying. Be creative and make sure that you call your girl at the same time, right? All right. Let's jump into question number 2 with Courtney. To Courtney, what's your question?
Hi, I'm Courtney, and my major is in nursing. And my question is to you, would you kiss a girl on the first date?
All right, Devin, let's start with you. Would you kiss a girl on the first date?
I mean, if everything seems to be going good, and if she's all for it, then yes. I'm all about the 50-50 rule. You meet me halfway, but just please don't leave me out there hanging where I'm like leaning in for a kiss and just things where she's just like, I'm sorry, no.
And of course, we ask the girls. I mean, you wouldn't kiss a girl on the first date, hopefully. But let's just say if a guy tried to kiss you, what would you do?
I would say you're going to have to wait and work a little bit harder.
if it was a great first date, then yeah, sure.
I mean, what if he worked real hard?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You
Like,
also have to incorporate like how long you've actually known that person, because most people have some time in between before that first date. So
but see, you got to take in everything regarding like attraction, like how you're attracted to that person. Like if you're extremely attracted to that person and you see, like Finn said, all the hard work that we go through to put that date together and make sure that you have a good time, we deserve a kiss.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
you could also do the pity kiss. You know, there's no chance that you're gonna be seeing that person again. You'd be like, well, I'll give you this, and
You better
Bye.
be kissing me in glow putts. I ain't even meeting you at the doorstep. We're making out in glow putts in front of the 3-year-old toddlers. I don't care. I'll put you up against the castle.
That's not too much on the first date, is it though? Like just to.
That is too much.
That is too much.
That's too much for
I
me.
don't think so. Like
Everybody's got different borders. I mean, if you're down, you're down. If you're not, I don't want to be around you.
right.
That boils to compatibility. So
All right, guys. You guys, that's some crazy questions. Okay, let's jump into our third question today. Well, number 3.
Hi, my name is Charles Campbell. I am majoring in biological science, and I was wondering how long you should wait to call or text a girl after a first date.
Would you text a girl after the first date? How long do you have to wait, basically?
So what's your opinion on this first date kisser?
Oh, man. Depends on how desperate you are.
I think you should at least wait till the next day.
I don't know.
Unless they're just dying to talk to them.
It's like all of that goes under how the date went, how you communicate with that person, and how things between y'all go. Because if it's an amazing date, I might just text you that night and say, "Hey, I had a good time. Sleep well."
But how desperate are you?
Good night, whatever.
I'm never
How
desperate.
desperate are you now after you do that?
So you're telling me if you do text, you look desperate afterwards, right away.
Depends. Now, like my thing is, here's my little trick. I wait till they text me. Let them text first. Let them make the first step.
But
It's not gonna happen.
See,
I'm not a first
all
texter.
about
I'm
the
not a
guy
caller.
being making the first moves.
But I do agree with Finn because if you don't text the girl, then she'll start to wonder, did I do something wrong? Oh, let me send him a text message, see what's wrong.
I don't think you should make her freak out like that.
It just like okay, you throw a line out there. I hate that I'm going with the fishing analogy. You throw a line out there, you know, and you got the bait, and it's like, oh, the fish ain't taking the bait. Well, never mind. I'm gonna just leave it out there, and then if the fish finally comes around, hey, you got to feel that nibble before you pull it in. I got to know you're interested.
Well,
That's
how
the
much did
second
you
date.
text
I'm just saying.
before? How much did you text before? That's what it's gonna be. If you always were the one to initially
Agreed.
text, she's not going to text you first.
Ball's now in your court. Just saying.
Okay.
That's in the
It
girl's
works
court.
both ways, all right.
It works both ways. I mean, personally, like I said, if you had a chance to text a girl, I mean, like I said, how do you know it wouldn't be the last time you text her? I mean, what would you do to say, okay, I'm interested in you? Who should go first?
Hold on. Here's the thing. The guy is usually the first one to initiate the first date. Am I right?
Right.
Okay. Now, I initiated the first one.
Okay, I see your point.
So
you
now
want her
it
to
is
come and
it
meet
is
you
her
now.
turn to see,
Okay.
all right, is
Okay.
the interest coming back? Just saying.
I feel you.
Right.
Crazy. That is crazy. All right, guys. We have some more of your questions, and as you see, some more straight-up answers. We'll return right after this.
Tired of the same old boring clothes? Want to support your favorite podcast but don't know how? Well, you're in luck. The Straight Up Show podcast store is finally here. In our Teespring shop, you can find all the merch that tells the world you're keeping it straight up. From t-shirts to masks to even leggings, our store has you covered. Just visit straightupshowpodcast.com and click that merchandise button. That's STR8UP Showpodcast.com.
Hey, Calvin here, host of the Straight Up Show podcast. And guess what? We're back, bigger and better than ever, with new guests, new straight up topics, and a new way to support the Straight Up Show podcast. That's right. You can now support our podcast by becoming a Patreon patron. Straight Up has 4 different tiers that you can choose from, with each tier having their own perks. Your monthly donation helps us produce efficient Straight Up content that you love so much. For more details, visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/Straight Up Show Podcast 318. That's patreon.com/Straight Up Show Podcast 318.
I'm Sultan Salahuddin from Southside Season 2 out right now. Make sure you tune in to the Straight Up Show podcast because that's where it's happening. You dig?
All right, I'm Prince.
And I'm Shelby.
And we're going to give y'all some tips on the do's
And don'ts
on the first date. Fellas, please make sure you iron your clothes, brush your teeth, and brush your hair. And do not forget, please keep your shoe game on point.
Ladies, don't spend too much time doing makeup. It is the first date, so you don't want to go all out.
All right, fellas, do not try to impress her to show her how much money you have. $40 should be good enough for the both of you.
Ladies, do bring extra money just in case he forgets his wallet and can't pay for your meal or popcorn at the movies. Girls, don't judge the guy by his car. It's very gentlemanlike for him to pick you up on the first date.
All right, fellas, make sure that you open and close the door. We grown now. Show her the shipper is not dead.
Ladies, even if he takes you to a restaurant that you normally wouldn't eat at, try to be adventurous, but not if it's a McDonald's.
Fellas, do not take your date to McDonald's. That's just cheap. Remember, you have a $40 budget. Use all 40.
And ladies, even though he's paying for the meal, you can offer to pay for the tip.
All right, fellas, do not be shy. Talk it up. Tell her she's pretty. Talk about anything that you think she would be interested in discussing. Fellas, if you do decide to be romantic and take her to the park and walk off the food, please do not hold her hand. This might send off the wrong message, and nobody wants to seem desperate.
And ladies, even if the date went good and you have butterflies, don't kiss him. Make sure you let him know how you really feel about how the date went and ask him a question like, when's the next date? So when's the next date?
Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to you to decide.
All right.
All right, I'm Prince.
And I'm Shelby, and those were our do's
and the don'ts on the first date.
All right, guys, welcome back to Straight Up, a new talk show here on the Bossier campus. And today's subject is about dating. If you missed it already, we have some interesting topics and some answers. And we also have our 4 panelists, Finch, Kristina, Shelby, and Devin. All right, guys, you ready for the next question?
Yes.
Straight up.
Our next question comes from Virginia. What's your question?
Love at first.
My question is, do you believe in falling in love at the first sight?
All right, her question was, do you believe in falling in love at the first sight?
Or do I need to walk by again?
I believe in lust at first sight.
Yeah.
I don't know about love.
No.
So no love at first sight at all? Or?
Maybe in some cases, but lust before anything.
I'll kind of agree with Shelby. I feel like if you and the person end up becoming a thing, later on in the relationship, you'll probably look back and say, it was love at first sight, but honestly, nobody really knows if you truly love somebody at the first sight of seeing them, let alone having exchanging 2 sentences. Hi, I'm Devin. I go to Bipsy and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that there is such a thing. I mean, I've had it before. I just saw this girl. First time I saw her, it's just something happened. Like I don't know how to describe it.
Lust.
No. It really wasn't. And I agree with what you say. There are some times like, hey, hot girl, I get it. But I remember there's this one situation I saw somebody, and it's just like, my heart just sank that moment. And, we dated, we became close, and then just stuff happened, and we kind of got tore apart. But even to this day, I still love that girl. You know what I mean?
Well, you got one of those rare occasions.
I don't know.
Okay, so how does it feel when you do love that person at first sight, but then they're out your life all of a sudden?
It hurts.
Yeah, of course it hurts, but I mean, like, how do you get over that love at first sight?
Well, she's getting married soon, and just even
so that basically cuts it off right there. You have to just cut it off, right?
I mean, I'm happy for her, but at the same time, that could have been me. I could have been somewhere else right now.
Okay, and let me ask you guys a question. Okay, you fall in love at first sight, but you know you shouldn't. How do you control yourself from falling in love at first sight?
Oh.
According to Shelby, you don't kiss on the first date.
You don't? You don't?
So
what?
I mean, can you control yourself from falling in love or what?
I mean, that's up to you. You've got to have willpower and self-control.
You have to have serious willpower, but sometimes you don't want to go too far, because I can say that I don't like Shelby, and I'll just keep telling myself that, and then you keep telling yourself that you don't like the person, that you're not going to like the person. You're actually going to end up probably despising that person and end up not agreeing with them because you're trying so hard not to like them.
Okay. Now, this question actually leads up to our next question. Our next question comes from our Twitter page. It comes from Ben, a student here at Bipsy. Ben states, Scientific American has an article out that asks, can heterosexual men and women ever be just friends? So how do you feel about your friend as the opposite sex? And can you be just friends?
I think you can. Me and Finch are just friends.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's that saying, Finch?
I think you can. I mean, somebody at one point, somebody is going to be attracted to each other, but once you get past that, you can.
That comes back into self-control. You've got to have that self-control.
Like, because most of my friends are male, and I'm none of them.
And why is that with guys and girls? Why is it that more you have the opposite of sex friends, why are you more than your actual same gender? Why are you more closer to the opposite sex?
Because I ain't no friends with no ugly girls.
Right.
I put that out.
Okay.
Maybe there could be a just friends thing, but I ain't hanging around no ugly people. You know what I mean? So
they have to look cute to be your friend.
Yeah, I mean, of course. But also, if you think about it, if I see a guy and he's just like horrible looking and like pimples all over his face, doesn't groom or nothing like that, it's like, I want to be seen around you either, bro. So.
You want your social circle to compliment you.
Okay, maybe I'm vain, but you know, women, all these pretty girls got that one big girl that they always hang out with because they think it makes them look better.
Oh,
right?
My best female friend is a lot bigger than me. She's
what
a big
if she's
girl,
pregnant?
And she's all right. The pregnant thing's one thing, but you know, like I'm talking about, like in the bars and stuff, you'll have like 5 or 6 beautiful girls and then one big girl, and like that's the designated showstopper.
Right. But back to like the question, I do believe that you can be just friends. I mean, my best friend Ashley, we've been friends for 7 years, and I felt no attraction to her. Now, maybe friends of friends that, you know, friends that I met through her, but no, not her. I see her more as like a sister, and you can't really just
like a brotherly sister love.
Right. But sometimes, I will admit, sometimes you will end up falling for your best friend.
Is that because you guys are like spending so much time together, or is it just like the connection?
It doesn't even have to be that. Sometimes it could just be like a thought that pops into your head, like, wow, I'll make a really cute I will look really good with this person.
Or I'm so comfortable with this person, I've already spent this much time with them. You know, why haven't I dated them?
Which is why nothing can be purely platonic.
Okay, so you're saying that I would rather not. Would y'all be the type of people that say, okay, well, I'd rather not because it would ruin your friendship?
No, because it's worth the shot. People
you ruin the friendship when you just said I won't do it because it'll ruin the friendship.
Exactly. It makes stuff so awkward. Like, okay, so, we're just going to be friends, okay. Later on that day, you text them, hey, she likes me, and I don't know how to respond. Like, I don't even know who she is anymore. Take the risk. If it's there, take the risk.
Okay. So take the risk. You all agreed that if you're friends with somebody, it's okay to take the risk if you're just friends.
Yes. I think it's okay to take the risk if you're both willing to try to stay in a good friendship if it doesn't work out. That's an understanding you have to have that it may not work. Are you willing to lose that friendship? And that's when some people are like, I don't know if I'm willing to try that.
Yeah.
So that's my stand on it.
What's that thing where you sign up before you get married?
Prenup.
So you're having a prenup before a dating relationship. Is basically what you're kind of doing there.
Yeah, it's like
prenups now are just anything, and it's agreement before going into a relationship.
Prenups are getting more ridiculous nowadays.
Right.
So, so let me ask you a question. This is actually my own personal question. Do you believe that right now, as people of your age, dating can lead to actual long-time marriage?
Yeah, it can. Yes. Marriages work. You can marry at any age. You just have to
like I said, we all know that the divorce rate is going up right now. But that's the question is, do you think dating can lead to a long time marriage?
An endless marriage?
Yes, an endless marriage.
I think so.
Yes.
That's the idea of the equation, isn't it? You meet, you date, you get married.
Because it's so easy to have.
You don't rush into a marriage. You date to see if the marriage would maybe work.
Exactly. Like I know people who actually don't believe in dating. They just believe in, getting to know that person, blah, 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 but we're not a thing. But if they feel like that person is a thing, then they're going to get married.
See, I don't even understand how that works.
I was like, are you
saying
I would not
labeling somebody if I couldn't date them?
Right, I understand. Yeah. But some people actually do think like that. But you don't quit in the marriage is all I'm saying. Or don't even quit in the relationship because just don't throw in the towel.
You
Like
can't.
unless they legitimately cheated on you, or just no love is there whatsoever, and you've tried everything. Just don't throw in the towel too soon. Honestly,
I agree with Devin.
Wise words, I say. All right, our next Twitter question comes from Shelly at bipc.edu. That's her actual Twitter name. I don't know why you did that, but we'll help you out, Shelly, okay? Her question reads, is it cheap to have coupons on the first date?
I think coupons are okay. I think you're saving a little money. Everybody wants to save money.
I don't mind you saving money, but I don't know. That makes me so. When I see it,
man.
Like, man, we're at Applebee's. Why do you have a coupon?
Why can't you use a coupon?
You that desperate?
But then again, I paid for
It's not
myself.
desperate.
Oh man, like you gotta save that much
you go
money.
to the grocery store.
Like, come on, y'all can go back next week and use that coupon.
Coupons expire.
Especially not right off the bat. I don't want our first date to be somewhere and you pull out that $5 off coupon or something.
What does that say? What does that say about the guy? Come on, put yourself in the situation.
Money and he gonna spend that later on.
It'll show. No, because there you go. Because then if he's gonna get a coupon for food, he'll be looking through jewelry catalogs trying to find 10% off the diamond ring that is gonna use.
No, we ain't gonna do all that
cheap.
now.
He might not have that extra $5 to spend, so he might not be saving it.
Well.
Okay, but would it be okay if you didn't know about it? Would you get upset later on in the relationship? Say, okay, you know what? I used a coupon on our first date, but you didn't know about it. Is that still wrong?
That wouldn't bother me.
If I don't know about it, sure. I mean, because I can't get mad. I'm like, I didn't know that was a year ago.
That's
I
like
can't
just
be mad about
closing
it
your
now.
eyes and letting him kiss another girl or something.
You went from coupons to cheap?
Two weird things. One, that'd be frivolous if she did get angry about it.
Exactly.
But two, maybe it's her not getting angry at you using a coupon, but you lying about it.
Yeah, just the fact that you hid something.
You lied on the first date. What else have you been lying about from here on out? Right, ladies?
See, I'm not going to get mad about you. I'm not going to get mad if you tell me a year later that you used a coupon. That's not a make or break thing.
Yeah, but he lied to you.
It's
over a
principle.
coupon. You have to think about what the lie
But
is.
you would have got mad about the coupon.
You got mad about a coupon. It's not like, oh, on that first date after I left you, I went and took somebody else out. And yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you have a girlfriend and you told her that you used a coupon a year later and she gets mad, I'm sorry, but she's not the one for you. I mean, if it's something that little, it's honestly not that crucial.
You dating a bipolar woman.
It's not enough to bother me that much on the first date, but it's not. It's something that'll kind of tick at the back of my head, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm never talking to him again because he needs to keep.
Okay,
but see, if you let it tick at the back of your head, then you'll be suspicious about everything. But you lied about the coupon. You lied about going to the bar with your friends, and you over Stacy's house.
Hey,
where you been?
Hold on, is that your kid? Oh no, you lied about the coupon.
Exactly.
What actually leads us up to our next question. This question comes from Twitter also. It comes from Redneckanize 007.
Oh my God, did we just go honey boo boo?
We actually just did. Her question is, do you believe that chivalry is dead?
No.
And women killed it.
It's dying.
Who killed it? I didn't kill it.
On the way. It's on
the
the
thing in relationships, there is a push and there is a pull. Women help, men help. The man cannot do everything in the relationship. Chivalry is not dead. It's still alive.
I don't mind
but only to a certain
I can open my own door. I mean, I'm
thank you. Right
walking
here.
into a building, if you're there first, yeah, but I'll hold the door before a guy coming through. But if you're in the car,
if it's not my boyfriend.
I don't want you to get out and walk way ahead of me to open the door. For one, it takes too long for me. I'm like, I can open it myself.
I
can open my own door. I can pay my own bills. I'm INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
Okay, all right. So, Fish, let me ask you a question. You just said that chivalry is dead and women killed it. How is it that women killed it?
Yes, I would like to know how I did this. Please tell me.
She just proved my points just by talking. Think about it. I can open my own doors. I can do this for myself. I don't need your help. I know you don't need my help. You don't need my help, but I want to help you. I want to do something for you. Be like, I open a door for you. Oh, thank you.
Well, see, I don't need you to open the door, but like if it's freezing and you offer me your coat, I take that as, oh, that's very
nice.
Thank you. It's something. I don't have a coat. You have one. You gave me yours. Thank you.
I mean, I don't think
I have arms. I can open the door myself.
I don't think you have to like run to open the door and all. You know, you don't have to you don't have to do everything, but when there's the opportunity, take it.
Take it. Just a risk takers. All right. Next question comes from Trey-Song1Lover at Twitter.
Wow.
These crazy names on Twitter. Her question is it okay to be so honest on the first date?
No.
I guess what she's asking is it okay, to be straight up the first date? Ironic.
Be straight up, but don't tell too much. I don't need to know everything about your baby mama drama on the first date.
I want to know the baby mama drama on the first date because my tires are about to get slashed because you got a crazy ex.
Okay.
Here. So I need to know about that.
But wouldn't it be okay? Wouldn't it be okay
to
just to be
know
straight up on the first date, or would you want to wait on it? Because, like I said, it goes back to what you said.
I want to know about you. I don't
Okay.
want to know everything. Like if you take it to the bathroom topic, we're done. That's too much for me to know. That's a year down the road conversation for me.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to talk about past relationship issues and stuff, that's fine because I need to know where I stand.
I don't think you should talk about past relationships ever.
Well, you have to have an understanding of that person. You know, if he doesn't trust you that much, you need to know why. So you can figure out what to do. Because that's where you kind of have to have a compromise to work with each other. It's give and take. You know, if you know he had problems in his last relationship with this, you need to try to figure out how to make him understand that you're not that person and you're not gonna. He has to be able to trust you.
I think if he's not over it, then you don't need to be dating.
Sometimes it takes you a long time to get over problems.
Then
That's
don't
like a
date.
woman who's been beaten. Does she never date again?
Well, eventually,
Because she
when
was
she
beat when
feels
she was
ready.
17. Well, eventually she's gonna have to tell him I was in a really abusive relationship. And
Not
if
on
he's
the
the type,
first
if he's
date.
the type to get mad,
Straight
all
up,
of a
most
sudden-
times on first dates, you ain't even you when you go on a first date. They're
Exactly.
seeing a
I was just going to say
representative.
that.
Right.
Sometimes
You're seeing a representative of that person.
I agree.
Neither one of y'all telling the truth on the first date.
And that's what we need to work on, guys.
Right.
Is always don't be the representative, be the person that represents on the first date. Always 100% straight up. Okay, guys? That's all we have for today. Well, guys, make sure you come back next week. Do you have something to ask our panelists? Give them a shout out at their Twitter page. Devin, give us your Twitter page.
Straight up Devin.
Straight up Shelby.
Straight up Kristina.
Straight up Finch.
All right. All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming out today. Join us next time. Our next show will be about age and is it just a number? If you got a question to ask us and you want to upload a video, make sure you send it to Twitter at Straight Up Show. We'll catch you next time here on Straight Up. Until then, make sure you stay straight up. Take care, guys.